Good morning. It's a little later. One of the things I mentioned in my video yesterday is that I'm moving my routine around. I have started walking every day, and I'm up to a mile. And I had been walking in the afternoon, and it's looking like walking in the morning, weather-wise and temperature-wise, and everything is going to be better. I've also changed locations. Let me set this down. I've also changed locations. The place that I was walking before was at Crab Orchard Lake in outside Carterville, Illinois. And, well, it's a beautiful spot. Once the weather started to warm up, all of the mosquitoes came out of wherever mosquitoes are when it's cold. And there were just so many of them. And it just really, the weather change and walking in the afternoon. And so where I'm walking now is a place called Cannon Park, which is basically in an area outside of Carterville that is a reclaimed strip cut kind of area from coal mining. And it's beautiful. It's an asphalt path around a pond with lots of trees, and there are some Canadian geese and lots of birds and lots of people. Not a lot of people, but enough people that a person can feel okay being there. While the noise of a small town, mowing and cars and such filter in, there's also a nice stretch where that's kind of protected in some ways, and what you can hear are the birds, and that's really nice. It's that edge of being in nature on an asphalt path instead of muds and rocks and sticks. One of the things I noticed, though, about walking in this place is that the majority of the people I bump into are wearing some kind of headphones or have earbuds in. I just finished a personal curriculum, which I'm going to be probably starting to do some videos about. And in my first personal curriculum, which is just basically a self-study kind of program, I studied solitude, which I've studied before. And the whole idea of all of this online activity that we're in is being held out as, in some respects, as evidence that we increasingly want to be connected. I'm not so sure that's the case. You kind of have a little bit of trouble convincing me of that. It's a connection where you can get access to a lot of activity and a lot of information, but you get it when you're ready to have it. Some people are like pretty much scrolling and online all the time, taking in lots of information, but they're not talking to anyone most of the time. And you can send a message and someone gets it and maybe they send it right back. But I don't know that what I'm seeing when I'm walking is that need for connection. People who have headphones on and earbuds in, from my estimation, doing one of two things. They are multitasking because they're listening to some kind of audiobook or a podcast or something that they would like to listen to, but they can't really find any other time. So you might as well listen to it while you're doing your exercising. And they may be listening to music. They're also creating a different kind of solitude, because if you walk up on someone who's wearing headphones, you don't bother them, do you? I mean, I did a little bit yesterday because I had bumped into somebody I knew, but most of the time you leave someone alone. And so my perspective is that we're just continuing to try to create ways to be alone, because we are we are living in a noisy, busy world where so much information is coming at us unless we figure out a way to block it out. So I was really aware of that today, because I have earbuds and I have headphones, but I liked listening to the birds, even though I could hear the guy mowing in the distance or the cars in the distance. I was still among the trees and by the pond, and I could see the turtles on the log, and I could see the Canadian geese coming in. We have to figure out what we need. And that's a lot of what journaling does for me, is it puts me in a position where I can think about what I'm doing and how I'm doing it, and continually ask myself, am I actually getting what I need? Because I know now that that's what keeps me balanced. That's what keeps me okay. So I'm going to do my 5 minutes of journaling today on, there was a question I saw in Substack, which is one of the things I do. Oh, Elizabeth Andrews is one of the people that I look for, because she always has a 10-minute journaling prompt. And her prompt today is, what might happen if you did less in the second quarter of this year? And what would that look like? We're always pushing ourselves to do more. So what would happen if you just didn't try to do as much? Okay, so opening my pen. Obviously, walking before I do this is something that must give me some stuff to think about, because journaling is shifting based on this. Um, and I always try to let the journaling go where it needs to go. And I journal outside of these 5 minutes that we spend together. And I hope that you take this as a starting point, and that you do what you need to do. I hope you find a place for yourself today where you can experience. If you're in Southern Illinois, um, spring is popping up all around us, and the flowers are blooming, and the trees are blooming, and the birds are nesting, and it's a wonderful time. Um, so I hope you are finding a way to enjoy whatever it is, wherever you are, and that it gives you peace. Thank you.